Okay, I'm going to show you how to reduce your system temps. Now, keep an eye up here, okay? This is my CPU. Okay, first off, I should tell you exactly what I have set for my system. Should have done this beforehand, but this is my system. I'm running Windows 10 Pro, 64-bit. This is my processor, AMD Ryzen 7 3700X 8-core processor, 16 CPUs, 3.6 gigahertz. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to set my power settings. So all you have to do is go down to here, look for power, edit power plan. Now, I'm going to go to my power options here. I'm going to go to, okay, the one I'm using is Power Saver. So what I'm going to do is, for most people, it's set to balance. I just want to take a quick look at this power settings here. Okay. All right. Now we're going to be using a game called something that's a little heavy on the system. So what we're going to do is we're going to go. Now I found Cube World to be the most heavy of them all. All right. Run this mod. Gonna do with that. Just give me a second here while the game loads. Look at my system temps. Look at my CPU temps. Isn't that wild? 78, 79. My AMD Radeon's okay. But look at my CPU temps. Okay? Now, in order to exit out of the game, my system's just humming right now. My fan is just going nuts. So we're going to let that cool down for a second. I'm going to show you how to. You can play most of your games, even your high-end games, these settings that I'm running anyway for my CPU or my PC. I mean. So okay, my system temps are going down. We're going to go back, and while we're waiting here, we're going to go. Like if you don't see edit power plan here, just go power and look for edit power plans. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay on balance, but I'm going to show you the settings in order of what you need to set here in order to change, which is very simple to do. Go to Processor Power Management. Okay, you'll see minimum. That's default 5%. System cooling policy is active, and maximum processor state. What you're wanting to do is bring that down to, say, 90%. Okay, let's try this again. Alrighty, wherefore art thou? Cube World play. Yeah, Cube World's really hard on CPU. It'll really cook your system. We're gonna go. It's really weird, this game. Look at my CPU. It's 55.3 degrees. And the settings I have here are set to render distance 100%. My render distance is 100%. But as you can see, my CPU temps are really good at that. Are keeping it under wraps for me. Now, if you really want to go a step further, and you can, what I've done was go into my power saver. And that's the one I chose to go with because there's already presets already done. Now, what I've done was hard disk, shut down hard disk, I put as 0. Internet Java, maximum power savings. Desktop background, slideshow to pause. wireless adapter, power saving mode, maximum performance, because you want to keep that always active. Sleep, I usually disable sleep and all that. USB settings, suspend settings, it's always set to disabled. PCI, maximum power savings for link power state. Processor, minimum, like I said, 5%. System cooling, passive, and setting at 90%. And display, my display won't turn off or any of that. And multimedia, I just left it default. Okay, let's try it again. Oh, Michael, you don't need to do that. New world. Now, I've noticed that, when I was looking for a way to help my CPU work with this game and other games that I have, okay, let's just go to full screen again. They were saying how you should go in and lower your what was it they were talking about? Your power and all this other stuff and all of that. Okay, look at my power. Look at my CPU pack or my CPU TEMPS. Incredible. And like I said, I'm running at 100% distance. And people will say, well, isn't your system slower because of it? It's slightly slower, but not much. It's all about protecting my CPU temps. And look at my CPU temps. Top right, 54.5. Right? So let's go to another game. How about your higher end games? Okay. Let's take a look. See. Okay. I just want to make sure my mouse is that. So what about my other high end games? I know folks are going to be asking me about this particular game. I run it doing that. Red Dead Redemption 2. Let's run it. Check updates. No. That's just for the script book for mods that I'm running. So I'm not going to pause the video here. I'm just going to let it continue on playing. Or recording, I mean. So you don't think that I'm editing it or, pushing it out there to make it look like I'm able to do something and I'm not. Okay, I just muted my mic so I could cough. I didn't do anything, okay? If you saw a little X come out the bottom there, okay? But keep an eye on the top right where my system temps are. My system temps are still quite low, actually. And this is running the game, guys. My AMD Radeon's 56 degrees right now. When it gets a little warm, the fan will kick in, as always. Look at my system temps. Incredible, aren't they? Now, if I was running this game, okay, at 100% CPU, like the default settings, this thing would be in the 70s or close to, well over 80. But just watch my system temps, top right. My fan is not going crazy. I'm running a bunch of mods as well. So
come on, girl, please.
To keep an eye on my top right where my system temps are going.
Yep. Damn it.
People look at my system temps.
What in the hell is wrong with you?
Look at my my system temp. 48
Give your soul to God, boy.
degrees.
The rest belongs to me. Push up on him. I want this cocksucker dead at my feet.
I love this game. One of the best games I've ever played. And it's even better with the mods. I mean, it's a fantastic game just on itself. But this is an incredible. Anyway, there you go, guys. See, I'd be even forgetting that I'm recording here. So my system temps. I mean, they're fantastic. You know, and like I said, this thing would be pushing me into the 80 degrees right now because my ambient temperature is about it's about 79 degrees Fahrenheit. It's really kind of warm in here. And even though it's warm in my house, I'm able to maintain a really decent system temp. And that's all you need to do, folks. Now, I'm not going to show you how to do this just yet. But if I want to switch between my power, it says power 80, but I'm actually running at 90. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 90 here, just to keep it right. But if I want to go back to my power savings mode, which I can play any game I want, and keep my system temps low, I'll double tap that. If I want to go 100%, I double click on that, and it loads a power plan that I already have a preset for 100%. But I usually go with 90. And it'll keep my system temps low, even when it's warm in the house. And I'm able to play any of the games that I have installed. I have some heavy hitters out there, and some really light games. So I never have to worry about it right now. Unless my fan on my stock fan. This is stock gear here, by the way. All right, this is a stock fan. This is no special gear I purchased for my heating, but that's how you can do it. This is how easy it is. I didn't realize that. I mean, I was reading up on, editing your getting these special utilities that you can mess around. Like, what the hell were they calling it? They were calling it. What a name. To how to lower CPU temps by using third-party utils. How to lower your CPU temps. Okay. Clean up your computer, reapply thermal paste. Okay, that's all. Yeah, that's all normal stuff. Upgrade your CPU cooler. Add more fans. See, all of this stuff, and all I had to do was adjust my power plan. That's all I had to do was reduce my power plan in Windows 10. And you can do this in Windows 8, Vista, Windows 7. But yet, I've already proven to you that I can do it just by adjusting my power plan. That's it. And I've got stock gear, guys. I don't understand it. I do not understand. While all these people are promoting this retarded stuff, sure, always keep your PC clean and stuff like that. Sure, that's a common sense thing. But I mean, why go to these great lengths, an expenditure of money, when all you have to do is adjust your power plan? I've already proven it without a shadow of doubt. I've shown you at the beginning when it was at a normal default settings, and my system temps went way high. So I decided to adjust it and pull my CPU power down to 90%. All right, and my power became, you know, I mean, my power usage lowered dramatically. My CPU temps lowered dramatically, never rose above anything. I mean, I've proven it right here, folks. You know. Anyway, take care. Have a good one.